They call me Mr. HD, I'm here to steal the show. A ticking time bomb, my nigga, I'm about to blow. The movement started off small, eventually it grow. Now it's bad bitches front row, every city I go.
What is going on, lady? There we go. Wide shot. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Mr. HD, back in the building. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties to start the stream, but we good to go now. Yeah, guys, good to see you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. We here to talk about some wrestling. As usual, we got a lot of things to get into. We're going to start off the show by talking about Smackdown and a couple things that happened on Smackdown. Wasn't too much of a crazy show last night. We had a few things that happened that were pretty interesting, though. The rest of the show was kind of just there. But we're going to talk about it, and excuse me, we're going to get into all this Sasha Banks back to WWE news. I mean, I kind of knew it already, but we're going to talk about it and everything she said. We're also going to talk about all the pieces of shit who went after Bianca Belair because of the color of her skin. Obviously, I have an issue with that, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, man. We got a lot of stuff to get into. We're going to get into it all. Nigel, Gruss, see you guys in here early, man. Thank you as always. Appreciate you guys. Gang, always in the building. Time changes for spring tonight? Really? Damn, that makes sense because it's raining like shit where I am. It's raining hard. Nigel, what's cracking, bro? I got to get you a blue wrench, my G. I'm going to make sure that happen later today. I keep forgetting. I was like, who do I got to give a blue wrench to? I forgot. That was, my man, Nigel. So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being here. As always, let's get into SmackDown last night and a couple things that happened. Obviously, as soon as I start the stream, I get a cough attack. But yeah, so SmackDown last night. His show started off with Logan Paul coming out. You know what I mean? His black suit looking clean as hell. You know what I mean? With his United States Championship. He came out and basically announced that him and WWE had entered into a partnership. Basically Prime and WWE or Prime and TKO, whatever have you, have entered into a partnership to have his logo, the Prime bottle logo, dead in the center of the ring during pay-per-views going forward. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to be the only one. I doubt. I mean, maybe, because they said a multi-million-dollar deal for years to come. So, excuse me, maybe it is a multi-million-dollar situation, and it'll be around for years to come. Do I have a problem with it? Not really. I mean, mainly because I grew up watching logos in the middle of the ring, whether it was WCW having their big logo in the ring, or whenever a couple times. I mean, maybe in the past that WWF had logos in the middle of the ring. The WWF logo used to be in the middle of the ring, so excuse me. I don't have a real huge issue with it. It being Logan Paul does make it feel like a little dirty, but it is what it is. WWE got deals with Saudi Arabia. I'm not even about to sit up here and try to act holier than thou or self-righteous about the programming that I'm watching, because I'm still going to watch it. So it is what it is. I think it's obviously a great look for Logan Paul and KSI, who also showed up on SmackDown last night and took a vicious RKO. Shout out to KSI for that sell, because I thought he died. Took a RKO perfectly. But him and Logan Paul are partners with Prime, and they did their deal with TKO, and it's gonna be. I mean, that's a bag. You just did a deal with a multi-billion-dollar company. So Logan Paul is probably set. I mean, if he wasn't already, he probably already was. But he's definitely set for life now. His kids are set for life with that energy drink. Can't be mad at him for that. A couple other things that happened on SmackDown. It was titty time at one point. Titty time. I'm Tiffy time. What am I talking about? Tiffy time. Excuse me, Freudian slip there. It was Tiffany. Tiffany Stratton showed up at the show looking good as hell. You know what I mean? I saw a clip from the show. That's why I brought her up. I saw a clip from a show where a fan was trolling her and basically said the same thing they said to Roxanne, or how's it called her? Yeah, Roxanne Dupree. Maxine Dupree, not Roxanne. Maxine Dupree. They basically just told Tiffy Time that she sucked, and she just turned around and was like, bitch, you suck. And then he was like, no, you suck. And she was like, suck my ass. And I was like, yeah. I was like, that's what not because I want to suck her ass, just because she got back and she didn't go in the back and cry and didn't need a bunch of, fans and weird wrestling fans coming out to her defense because somebody told her she sucked at a wrestling show. I mean, we have Die Rocky Die signs in the crowd, and no one seems to be complaining about someone wishing death on a wrestler, but telling someone they suck is just really crossing the line, apparently. So I don't know. And yes, Russ, Tiffany Stratton is one of the most beautiful women in professional wrestling. Ludwig Kaiser is a very, very lucky man. I mean, they look good together, though. He's like, she has the perfect female body. If you are aiming to be in shape like a dude, I mean, he's very in shape. So they look good together. They look like they fit. So I'm not mad at Ludwig or Tiffany. I mean, love is a beautiful thing if it's right. You know what I mean? So shout out to those two, and shout out to Tiffany for standing her ground and not letting those fans get her out of her zone. You know what I mean? She said, suck my ass. I thought that was pretty funny. And I went on Instagram and saw the clip, and all you dirty, dirty, dirty ass-eating motherfuckers on the internet, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, well, if you're just gonna ask, I mean, if you're gonna twist my arm, I mean, yeah, I'll do it. She doesn't want you to eat her ass, bro. Like, chill out, thirsty ass niggas. Y'all thirsty as hell. Stop it. But yeah, so we got more stories to get into as far as SmackDown. I guess the main story that everybody wants to talk about is the craziest thing that happened on the show. We had another confrontation between Cody and Seth, and with The Rock and Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. And this one was interesting. The crowd, I think, got us over time a little bit with the diarrhea Dwayne chant. The crowd definitely started chanting diarrhea at the show. And I have to admit, as stupid as that diss was from Seth Rollins, hearing the crowd chant diarrhea was pretty damn hilarious. I can't even lie. Like, Rock broke, everybody was laughing. Seth was just giggling his ass off like, see, I told you it wasn't stupid. No, it's still stupid. Fans will chant anything. The Rock has already proven that. So I don't know. It was funny, but come on, Seth. It was a terrible line. But basically, The Rock was going in on Cody, and Cody didn't really get to say much at all during this promo, except for, the last couple lines of the promo, or, a couple lines during the promo. But The Rock just started going in on him, talking about his family again, when this whole thing sparked off with, don't mention my family, I'm smacking Cody in the, and all The Rock does is talk about his family. So The Rock is just like running him down like, so your sister's 20 years older than you. Not true. Definitely not true. She already expelled that on Twitter. She's like, wait a minute, we're 3 years apart. Anyways, kayfabe, we're talking about the story. So he said, your sister is 20 years older than you, right? And your brother's 20 years older than you, right? So you guys are, you're two decades apart from your older siblings, right? Again, not true at all. But he basically, and I saw where this is going. I wish I was live streaming because I literally said what he was about to say before he said it. I was like, he's going to call him a mistake because that's what you could tell that's where the line was going. And he was like, and that means you were a mistake. And Cody was just like, and then just smacked the taste out of The Rock's mouth. It was beautiful. I can't even lie. Some people apparently didn't get the smack because they did show the blue box at the end. The credits rolled, and that's an infamous thing on NXT. When you see the credits pop on the screen, the show ain't over, so you gotta keep watching. Apparently, some people across in some areas didn't get to see the slap, so it just went off air with The Rock calling him a mistake. Which, I mean, if I just saw, I'd be like, damn, he just buried the shit out of Cody Rhodes. But Cody did get his smack. He smacked the taste out of The Rock's mouth, and I guess they just separated afterwards. I haven't really seen any clips beyond that after they separated. After the slap, the show went off. But I don't know, man. But Cody's sister definitely came out and was like, no, that's not true at all. We're 3 years apart. And somebody else, who was it? Amanda Huber. rest his soul, Brody Lee's widow, she came out and was like, so seeing as your kids are 20 years apart, that's a little, calling him out for that is a little weird. Because basically what you're saying is your own daughter is a mistake. He didn't think about that beforehand. He didn't know that everyone knows he has a daughter who's 20 something years old. I mean, she's in the WWE. Of course, everyone knows who she is. Did he forget that everyone knows he's remarried and has a new beautiful baby girl? Did everyone forget that? Like, he's always talking about being a girl dad on Instagram. Like, I'm confused on where he thought that we wouldn't put those things together. People were tweeting that before the show. Like, wait a minute. You have kids 20 years apart. The Rock just dissed his own daughter. That's crazy. Like, he's worse than Christian Cage. He's worse than Christian Cage. Like, he just buried his own daughter. That is messed up. She gonna grow up and see this and be like, F you, Dad. I heard what you said about me. You love Ava. You don't love me. So I thought it was pretty funny. I'm confused. I'm curious to see if The Rock decides to explain that, because he did. The Rock cut another promo on Instagram before the show yesterday, and this one was all about the dog. The Rock decided, first of all, my dog is sitting right here. What's up, Woodson? You know what I mean? You good, boy? You good? All right. Let me paw? Can I get some paw? No, he's asleep. He don't want to give me no paw right now. But, as a dog lover, I was offended by The Rock's, 10-minute promo, 11-minute promo, whatever it was. That's where his best work is, because when he's on TV, he's still saying cool stuff, but the internet, Twitter stuff is where he's really killing the game. But he basically said he should call his dog, instead of calling his dog Pharaoh, he should call his dog Shithead. I was like, what the hell did the dog do, man? Like, why you bringing the dog into this? That dog ain't doing a damn thing to The Rock, and the dog and Cody is The Rock, is just burying the shit out of the dog, and I felt some kind of way about that. Pharaoh is a beautiful dog, beautiful white fur, looks to be a great companion, and The Rock clearly is not a dog lover, which makes him even more of a heel in my eyes, even more so than everything he's doing on TV and smacking Cody and being TKO board member, abusing his power. None of that matters more to me than him being a hater of the furry creatures. So yeah, F you, Rock. I still won't say die, Rocky, die. I don't want you to die. Oh, man. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I can't even lie, man. The Rock knows how to get the people riled up. He knows how to make people laugh, even when he's being serious or trying to be serious. Talking about somebody's dog isn't really that serious, but he can make it sound serious and funny at the same time. That's why he's the GOAT, man. Can't be mad at The Rock. But yeah, that happened on SmackDown. I don't know if you guys got to see the Smack. I was watching on Sling, so I got to see the Smack, thankfully, because would have definitely ruined the moment for me if he just called Cody a mistake and they faded to black. I would have been mad as hell. I'd have been on Twitter raging, like, all right. Then I would have saw minutes later that he had something else actually happened, and I would have been cursing out Sling and calling my service provider to give him a piece of my mind. But yeah, that was pretty much SmackDown in a nutshell. Wasn't too much else that happened. Bobby Lashley and Karrion Kross had a match that, obviously ended in interference, and Angel Garza went up against Dragon Lee. Nothing really happened that I care about outside of those couple things that I mentioned. So moving on, Gress, what you say? You said, Laylo, there's a clip on YouTube with The Rock telling his dog to shut up playing with the dog. Playing with the dog toy is funny. Now I gotta go find that clip. You know what I mean? It's just The Rock hates dogs, clearly, even his own. That's messed up. He hates his own dog, his own daughter. The Rock he's a true heel, isn't he? Everybody loved The Rock, and they didn't know his secrets. They didn't know the evil side of The Rock, the dark side of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He hates dogs and babies. Oh, man, but at least he makes it funny. So, I guess it's acceptable. I'll allow it. So, all right, moving on, man, from SmackDown. We're going to get into some of these news stories that happened this past week. The first one we got to talk about, guys, is this Mercedes Mone interview that she did. She has caused a shit Storm. My son's sleeping, so I don't want to cuss too loud. But she is caused the crap storm on the internet and riled up AEW fans who we all know are very, very sensitive. You don't want to say anything bad about AEW or their brand or compare them to WWE anyway, or they will rage. They will all grow blue and green hair, and their eyes will bulge out of their eye sockets, and they will just rage. And so you got to be careful what you say to AEW fans. You know what I mean? At least the supermarks. You know what I mean? The die hard. You got to be careful. But you know what I mean? Mercedes Moné might have let the cat out the bag. And if you don't know wrestling or don't really understand how business works, you might have been caught off guard by what she said, but fortunately I was not. She was on the Kick Rocks wrestling podcast. She was live in studio, which is cool. I wonder how much they paid for that. I would love to pay Mercedes Moné to come do an interview right here. But she probably got a bag. I probably cannot afford her. But she was speaking to the Kick Rocks podcast about everything that went on with WWE and how she walked out and why she walked out, and she spoke on it. And she also spoke very glowingly about WWE. She when asked about her departure, she mentioned that something inside of me told me that I needed to go and to stand up for myself, which is exactly what we all said she did. She went on to say it was a very hard decision because wrestling in WWE has been my whole life. People don't know it's been my whole life. If you're a fan, I think you know that. It's the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my whole life, but it is the proudest. It's crazy because I would not be sitting here living the best version of my life and getting to be everything I've ever dreamt of and more. She went on to say, it makes me so excited because that moment changed my whole life for the better. I'm so thankful for that moment. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of Trinity, of just how strong we were. I definitely agree with her. I think that, the fact that, she went on to say very glowing things about WWE, how she has no issues with WWE. They gave her all the fans that she, has now for the most part, and she's eternally grateful for that. I think the line that got everybody up in an uproar was the fact that she said, "I know I'm going back there one day." There being WWE. It's not over. I have a lot of unfinished business in wrestling in a lot of places. So. If you're a fan of AEW, you might want to enjoy your while you got her. I think she signed a 3-year deal. Don't quote me on that. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. But the fact that I don't think she would sign a 5-year deal. I know Tony Khan signed a lot of wrestlers, especially in the beginning of 5-year deals. I don't think Sasha would put herself in that position just based on the statement she made. I think the fact that it's been rumored that he's paying Okada $3+ million a year. I would assume that Sasha is getting a bag somewhere near there, if not the same. So maybe she ends up staying longer because of the money, or and doesn't actually follow through with these plans to go back to WWE. At the end of the day, money talks. And if Tony Khan's willing to pay her $4 or $5 million to stay once this contract is up, then I doubt she'll be going back to WWE, because especially with the TKO merger, I doubt they're going to be paying Sasha Banks or any wrestler not named Roman Reigns, for that fact, $5 million a year. Or The Rock. I guess he's technically a wrestler now too. So, I just don't see it happening. So maybe, she stands by her word. I assume that she will. Honestly, I know that Tony Khan will do everything in his power to keep Mercedes Moné from going back to Sasha Banks. And we saw that with Okada. I'm sure WWE had their conversations with Okada. It was already reported that they did. And obviously Tony Khan outbid them as far as the travel and the family and all those things, those factors. That's all well and good. But if someone's going to pay you $3.5 million to come wrestle, 30, 40, 50 nights a week, who's going to say no to that? I don't care who's watching. I don't care if there's 300 people in the audience. If you're about to pay me $3.5 million to come wrestle, I'm coming to wrestle, like, period. So Okada made the best decision for himself and his financial future, and I don't blame him for that. But that doesn't mean that WWE won't one day won't be like, you know what, fuck, forget that. We don't even want them to have him. We're gonna just pay them whatever they want and bring them over here. And I just based on what I know and my feeling, I feel like most wrestlers, if they were offered equal money and equal opportunity in WWE, they would choose WWE. And Sasha getting the fans in an uproar. I don't know how the fans should feel about this about AEW. I think they should be happy because at least they get her for 2-3 years, whatever her contract terms are. And she's gonna put on some banger matches. We're gonna get to see her have some excellent feuds. Just don't get used to it. You know what I mean? Because 2-3 years goes by fast. And when those 2-3 years up, and she's like, I want to go do something else, whether it, maybe she'll go to Women of Wrestling, maybe she'll go back to New Japan, maybe she'll go to TNA, maybe she said a lot of places. So eventually, all roads will obviously lead back to WWE, which I think they should. She's going to be in the Hall of Fame for WWE. As far as I know, AEW don't got a damn Hall of Fame. So I'm sure that's, WWE being her whole life. She wants to be in the Hall of Fame next to Snoop Dogg, her cousin, next to Eddie Guerrero, her hero. Like, she wants to be in the Hall of Fame next to these people, and she should be. She could retire today and be in that place. So it makes sense. Obviously, when she said, I have plans in it could mean that she's just coming back to go to the Hall of Fame. It doesn't mean technically she's coming back to wrestle, but she said she got a lot of business, it's unfinished business in wrestling in a lot of places. So I'm assuming that we'll see Sasha Banks in another WrestleMania within the next 5 to 6 years, probably sooner. So, who would be in the AEW Hall of Fame? Brody Lee. Brody Lee and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes for starting the company and coming up with the idea for the company and being the battery that basically the engine that drove the company for so long. And Dave Meltzer. Let me listen. Y'all know I'm not a fan of old man Melts. Just not a fan of him at all. He's wrong so much, and he just stands on his wrongness, and I can't. I just don't like people who try to be first with the news so bad that they're willing to be wrong and just don't care. And he does that a lot. I don't know if this is bad, so whatever, doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, the challenge that he made to Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks is what sparked the entire idea for the company. So Meltzer, Cody Rhodes, and Brody Lee. Those will be my first inductees into the AEW Hall of Fame. Chris Jericho, maybe? I guess Chris Jericho. He was the first AEW World Champion, right? Yeah, so Chris Jericho is probably there. Wish he'd take a break from TV. Just maybe give us like 3-4 month break, bro, like something. But obviously, Chris Jericho has made himself a legend in AEW as well. So I wouldn't be mad at that. Can't really think of anybody else that I would immediately put in the Hall of Fame. Daniel Bryan, John Moxley, Young Bucks come to mind, but maybe a couple more years for them. Well, Daniel Bryan could go in now. Like, he's about to retire soon. So I would imagine he'd be one of the first if they started one. Good question, Gus. I got to think about that some more. Sting. Duh. That's like the most obvious answer. Duh. Sting. Yes, Sting would definitely be. He would be the centerpiece of that Hall of Fame ceremony if they had their first one. You have all those other people in it, but Sting would be the centerpiece of that Hall of Fame ceremony, without a doubt, without a doubt. They should do that. WWE should induct Sting in the Hall of Fame. Like, honestly, they just should. Like, WCW is a part of WWE now. They own all that. Like, Sting was at a WrestleMania. Like, put him in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure he'll go there. Is he not already in the Hall of Fame? Is Sting not a WWE Hall of Famer? Am I tripping? I feel like he already is. He is a WWE Hall of Famer, ain't he? Am I tripping? Now I got to Google it. I'm pretty sure Sting is a WWE Hall of Famer. Yes, he did. He's been in the WWE Hall of Fame. I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, they definitely did, because Ric Flair inducted him. That's right. I remember that was when he came back the other time. So, yeah, so put him in 2 Hall of Fames. Booker T got 2 WWE inductions, so I don't see why Sting can't be in both companies along with Chris Jericho. So yeah, good question, Gruss. Moving on from Mercedes, Monet, let's talk about Tony Khan and what he thinks. I love talking about Tony Khan because Cocaine Cowboy. He's fun to talk about. Let's just say that he's always saying or doing some crazy stuff. And this time he just speaking on the future of AEW and how he thinks things are going. Right, I forgot too. It's like it was such a bad WrestleMania match. It made me forget about the Hall of Fames. Anyways, Tony Khan was who was he talking to? Talking to some I forget. I don't know who to give credit for this. I just copied and pasted. Sorry, but he was speaking to somebody and he was talking about the future of AEW. And in his words, he said, "I think 2025 is going to go down as the year where AEW really took the leap from being a startup company to being the established challenger player in pro wrestling for decades to come." Now, what do I think about that statement? Since 2020, they've had this sort of 5-year plan that they've put in place, and I like to think that a lot of these things have come to fruition with Dynamite. Rampage. Well, no, Collision was kind of a whole CM Punk thing, but I think that's kind of where the whole 5-year plan came into place, and they saw the vision of their company growing exponentially because they signed someone like CM Punk. But with the whole brawl out, brawl in situation, and CM Punk leaving the company, joining WWE, a lot of things were in question. Tony Khan's leadership was in question, as it should have been, and as it still currently should be. But honestly, I'm rooting for AEW. I see people all the time just wishing the worst for AEW, and I will never be one of those people because the reason WWE is so good right now and so entertaining is because AEW popped up. Remember before AEW when everything in WWE sucked for the most part and it was painful watching it, especially Monday Night Raw? It was so painful. It was still painful for a time when AEW was around, but WWE, especially when the Bloodline thing started and the pandemic started and Drew McIntyre beat Brock Lesnar and the Bloodline thing really hit its stride with Roman and Jay. All that stuff, I feel like a lot of that stuff happened because WWE felt the heat and felt the competition, so they knew that they had to lay into telling great stories that brought people back to the programming because there was another option that was doing amazingly well at the time. Packed out arenas, sold out pay-per-views. Like AEW was literally felt like it was on top for a second there. It was like, this is a better show and a better company than what WWE is putting out. Obviously, WWE was being ran by an old man who is thankfully and gratefully no longer around. And according to TKO leaders, will not be back around ever. So that's good news that we don't have to deal with. But I think AEW has a bright future. Apparently, their TV rights deal is coming into fruition in 2025, which is a massive deal. Whether they end up on, getting a deal from Turner Networks, whether they get a streaming deal from, NBC Universe, whoever they decide to land with, any type of TV rights deal, it's going to be huge for them, especially for being able to have somewhere to post their catalog and all their tapes from past shows and stuff like that. I think that's gonna be a huge bag for Tony Khan. That's gonna go a long way into giving the company longevity. To where people can go back and watch the old stuff and catch up on what they don't know about the company and get into the company, and then start watching what's currently going on. The Young Bucks did damage to AEW. I agree. I think the egos in the company, outside of Kenny Omega, he had his issues back there too, but I feel like it was mostly the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks' attitudes just come off as very dickish in real life. But CM Punk is a well-known douche in real life. Like, everyone knows that CM Punk is a very surly, ornery person. But the Young Bucks just come off as very pretentious and goofy sometimes. I can see where they would rub people the wrong way. And personally, I just don't think they should be EVPs. Maybe somebody like Kenny Omega could be an EVP because we've heard about Kenny Omega running the women's division and doing so much. He's feels like more of a leader. Even when he speaks, when he talks in public, he just feels like more of a leader where the Young Bucks feel like his little brothers. You know what I mean? And they're just around because they're the little brothers. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me. I could be wrong. Y'all could feel different, but I feel like, they just should be EVPs. Cody Rhodes, he could be an EVP. You know what I mean? Man walking around in suits. Like the Young Bucks being in suits is a gimmick. It's not. They were wearing tassels on their tights like just months ago. Like it's just different levels. And, everybody shouldn't be in those leadership positions. And I feel like putting wrestlers who are just getting this major opportunity to be on a national program in America themselves, putting them in charge of the company was just a super conflict of interest. Cody Rhodes already had to, basically remove himself from the world title picture, which screwed him in AEW just off the rip. But, Cody understood the things that I'm saying now, and he was like, nah, I don't want people to be looking at me like I'm, my own, nepotism, beneficiary. Like, here's my company, so I'm gonna give myself the belt. You know what I mean? Even though it's kind of what The Rock is, threatening to do, or in, kind of in WWE, it just wouldn't have looked good on Cody. So I understand why he did it. Wasn't a good decision in the long run. He definitely should have been AEW World Champion. Early on in the company's history, he deserved that. But it didn't happen. But the Young Bucks definitely got their tag team championship runs. Kenny Omega definitely got his world title run. So, it is what it is. But I'm rooting for AEW. Like I said, I want them to do well. I think that they need some help. They really, really, really need help with booking the people in the mid card. They have no idea what to do with a mid card. They barely book their stars properly, honestly, because it just feels like a lot of their stars just have matches. We're about to get Daniel Bryanson and Kazuchika Okada. You think I'm going to be mad about that? No, they're two of the top 5, top 10 best wrestlers on planet Earth. Of course I want to see that match. Why? I don't fucking know, just because they're both good wrestlers. I'm going to forget about the match afterwards, I guess. I mean, it's probably be a memorable wrestling bout, but it's just like, why are they wrestling? Like, it's all the matches, all the big matches in AEW just feels like, so who's the better wrestler? It's like, all right, man, I want to know what's going on with the tribal chief, and is he gonna lose his position, and all these different things, and what's Solo gonna do, and is Jimmy gonna turn again, and how Jay gonna be, and Sami Zayn gonna pop back up in this thing? Like, these are that's a story where there's so many things intertwined, and things there could be twists and turns each and every direction. You don't get that with AEW. You get, hey, this guy can wrestle a 5-star match. Hey, this guy can wrestle a 5-star match. Hey, how about we put him in the ring and see if we can get a 10-star match and make Dave Meltzer jerk off to his TV. I don't care about that shit, honestly. I want to see good wrestling matches too, but I want to see him in the midst of good storytelling. You know what I mean? I know all this is not real. So why you telling me that these two dudes about to go out there and fake fight, and that's all I got to care about? It's not going to work for me, man. It's not going to work for me. I need more than that. So, again, in closing, speaking about AEW, I'm rooting for them. I hope they do very well. They need to figure out what they're doing with people like Wardlow and Lance Archer and Keith Lee and all these big monster guys that could be superstars, that have superstar potential. They need to figure out what they're going to do with them. Stop making Jack Perry the scapegoat, even though he is a little douchebag. If you're going to let Darby Allin jump off of a 30-foot ladder onto a pane of glass, why are you suspending Jungle Jack Perry? I don't understand. Why is Sammy Guevara injured? Because he continued a match because everyone said they were good during the match, and the referee's job is to make sure that everyone is okay, but the referee didn't do their job. Why isn't the referee suspended? Sammy Guevara got suspended for continuing to wrestle the match when the other person in the match said they were good, and the referee didn't stop the match. Why ain't nobody throw up the X? Like, everybody knows this, right? Everybody knows what this means, right? I'm pretty sure every wrestling fan knows what this means. Why ain't y'all just do that? How you gonna suspend Sammy Guevara? That's what I'm talking about, leadership issues. That is not a good leader. A good leader would have been like, yo, that's on me. Who is the medical staff? Referee, why didn't you stop the match? If the man had a concussion, how the fuck is Sammy Guevara is not a doctor. You know what I mean? He is not a doctor. He knows Dr. Britt Baker, but he's not a doctor. So why is anybody expecting that man to be like, all right, the match is done. I'm not gonna, do my finisher and get the what? What? That's bad leadership. Sending Jungle Boy Jack Perry overseas. I mean, I know he messed up your bag, but nigga, that's your fault. That's Tony Khan's fault because Tony Khan let CM Punk run rampant through the company to where he felt like he could just try to bully wrestlers into doing whatever he wanted to do, even though what he was telling them to do was the smart thing. But Tony Khan empowered CM Punk to do that. And CM Punk started all that drama. As far as I know, Jungle Boy didn't go up to CM Punk like, hey, should I use real glass? And CM Punk was like, no, bitch, don't use real glass. And he did it anyway. That's not how that went. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Jack Perry got on TV and trolled CM Punk, real glass, cry me a river. But we all just saw Darby almost kill himself, right? We did just see that, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw it. But you gonna suspend that man for saying, real glass, cry me a river? Like, really? Really? You know what I mean? For beefing with a dude that you fired? You gonna suspend him and ship him off to New Japan where ain't nobody gonna know who the fuck he is? I ain't watching New Japan. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So CM Punk was a secret. Secret? What secret? CM Punk was not a secret EVP in AEW. He was the president. He sat right next to the owner and said, I'm trying to run a business. Yes. He didn't say we, he didn't say he. He said, I'm trying to run a business here. So I think it was very clear from a long time ago that CM Punk was a boss in that company. They gave him his own fucking show. That was his, and he got to pick who he wanted on the show. Come on, he was definitely an EVP, a president. He was a leader in that company, and it probably wasn't the best idea because he doesn't have the greatest temperament to be the leader backstage of a company, especially in a position where his word goes. Like I said, he's surly and he's ornery, and if you don't do what he says, he's gonna look at you a certain way, and it's gonna cause issues like this. So. That's my only thing with Tony Khan, man. If he really wants AEW to be successful, he needs to switch up his leadership style. He needs to be more assertive. He needs to stop going into press conferences all wide-eyed. And you don't see Triple H sitting there acting like that. Triple H be like, yeah, man, yeah, great match. These guys are phenomenal. What they're doing for the company. He's just sounds and looks so professional when he's speaking. Tony Khan is sitting over there next to the wrestlers like, oh, man, I'm so excited to be in your presence. Oh, my God, you're one of my favorite wrestlers. I grew up watching you. It's just like, bruh, you are a fucking fan. It's like, you should not be leading these people. You should be, you cut the checks, but you need somebody else to be leading these people because you ain't it. I mean, half the locker room older than he is. Like, you know how that works. So, good luck to Tony Khan at AEW. Again, I'm wishing him very well because pro wrestling is better the more good professional wrestling companies we have active. So, not going to complain about AEW doing well. I hope that they continue to do well. Let's get some people in those crowds, though. Let's get some more people in those crowds. Moving on to a story that I am not happy to talk about at all. And I'm pretty sure all you guys saw this stuff online. It was gross. It was disgusting. It was unnecessary. And it's just like, why? What for? I mean, I know that black WWE wrestlers deal with this stuff on a regular basis, but this just seemed a little weird. If you don't know, Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are on the extended version, the deluxe version of WWE 2K24. Two beautiful women, two of the most beautiful women in the company. Rhea Ripley without all that black stuff on. I mean, she's hot with all that makeup on her face, but I mean, both of them with no makeup, just bare face. You see, it's just beautiful women. You know what I mean? So they're on the cover of the game, and apparently some weird fans didn't think that Bianca Belair deserved to be on the cover of the game. Nope, it's not because, maybe sometimes she's over, maybe sometimes she's super Bianca and she's got the John Cena thing, which would mean she should definitely be on the cover. I mean, if she's super Bianca, like that would make sense. But, maybe it's not because she doesn't really have a WrestleMania appointed right now or anything like that. It's because she's black. Really? That's what we doing now in 2024. Now, I'm not, as much as I enjoy Candace Owens' content and some other conservative people's content, I'm not going to sit up here and be stupid and say something like racism doesn't exist because it obviously does. Whether you pay attention to it or not is one thing. But when you're being lambasted on a social media platform and people are calling you all type of N words and telling you don't deserve this and all the most disgusting racist things that you could think of, that's going to affect a person, even if it's just for a day. It's going to affect a person. It's probably going to make them angry and make them question why they're giving these people this great entertainment and all. You know what I mean? It's like, she doesn't deserve that. Bianca Belair is in all accounts one of the sweetest, nicest human beings. She's a wife. You know what I mean? She's not out here, being ratchet. Like, she just seems like a good sister. And for all these weirdos out there, you know what I mean, that want to dump on her because she's a black woman, first of all, fuck you. You know what I mean? You probably live in your mom's basement if you even got a mom, because usually mothers raise better humans than what these people are. But yeah, it's just gross, man. And she doesn't deserve that. And thankfully, a bunch of WWE superstars came out to her defense. Big E came out and do I have what Big E? Big E said something really nice. He said, black women in this industry face regular barrage of racism and misogyny from quote unquote fans, and have for far too long. You cannot diminish her light. You cannot erase their contributions to this industry. Zelina Vega went on to say the fans, again in quotations, that took part in the blatant disrespect and hate towards her and other black men and women should be ashamed and embarrassed. It's disgusting, but your hate will never, ever dim their shine. We love you, B. You continue to be an inspiration to us all. And I'm sure, I mean, we already know she's an inspiration to little girls everywhere. My boy, shout out to my boy, Mike Bradley. I don't know if he watches the show, but he follows the Instagram. And he has beautiful little daughter. And she's the biggest Bianca Belair fan. It's the most adorable shit I've ever seen. She puts her hair in a ponytail and whips it around. Like, it's so fucking adorable. You know what I mean? So clearly she's an inspiration to little girls all over the place. And, she's a good person. Her husband's a good person. It's like there's nothing, you've never heard one bad word about her, but you still got these scumbags coming out here who are probably fans of Vince McMahon and wish he'd come back, out here just saying all the most racist, hurtful things they could think of because she's on the cover of a video game. What a fucking loser you have to be. Pardon my language. What a loser you have to be. You know what I mean? To get on the internet and shout racist things from your one bedroom apartment that has roaches in it. Like, it's like, calm down, man. What are y'all doing? You know what I mean? This shit is gross, man. He said, Layla, I live in the South. Racism is thrive. Hey, I believe it, bro. I was born and raised in Missouri till I was 16 years old. So, I got suspended from school for punching a white kid in the mouth for calling me the N-word. Like, it's not like, I understand racism still exists. It's never going to go away. Guess why? Ignorant people will always exist. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to pass down their ignorance to their children. Ignorance will always be around. You know what I mean? Now, I believe that, racist stuff like this, just like Big E and Zelina Vega and others like Rhea Ripley came out and said, you're never going to dim her shine. She's too good at what she does. And even if she wasn't, she has a great life. So why would she sit there and let some trolls or some weirdos, you know what I mean, who could never actually attract a woman even close to Bianca Belair, why would she let them bother her? She's not going to. You know what I mean? She's, it might sting for a day. I think we're more upset about it, than she probably is. She probably just laughed it off like, these goofy let me go count my money. So, it is what it is, man. I hate having to talk about stuff like this because you wish that the world wasn't like this. Like, I see color. I just don't judge people by it. It's a very simple thing. Like, you have to see color. Saying I don't see color is a very insincere thing to say because colors come with cultures and people's cultures are different, and you want to be able to respect people's culture and know about other cultures so you can respect people's cultures and live amongst people of other cultures. But you don't look at people of those other cultures and say, hey, your skin's different, you're a bad person. It's fucking weird. I don't care if you white, you purple, you black, you green, you brown, you orange. I don't give a fuck. I'm never going to judge someone because they have a certain skin color. It's fucking weird. Other people going to do it? Yep. Other people going to do it to me? Yep. Don't mean I got to partake. You know what I mean? That's just my feelings. I grew up with a mixed best friend and a white best friend in high school. You know what I mean? We were literally the fucking rainbow of it was like I was black as hell, had my white friend over here, and one in the middle. We did everything together. So you never gonna get me to be over here. Oh, all white people are bad. I hate this. Is not. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I don't care what people do. You know what I mean? So, and we all obviously saw some of her white brothers and sisters come out to her defense as well. So there's just a certain group of people, man. They're not the majority. And that's what we have to understand. Small group of fucking cockroaches that need to be exterminated. You know what I mean? And will probably give themselves, a heart attack jerking off in their basement. But, you just gotta, let these people go about their day and just trying to kind of ignore them. It just sucks that this happened to someone as sweet. It sucks that it happens to anybody. Let's be clear. But someone like Bianca Belair, she deserves the exact opposite of the hate that she got. She's never been a heel. Like she doesn't. I don't know. It just feels stupid trying to defend her or explain what type of person she is when everyone can see. It's very evident what type of person she is. So fuck all those guys, man. That's how I end that. Moving on to another, I guess, pretty somber story, but not as somber, not as dark. I guess if you get into the nitty gritty of it, it can be a little bit dark because Tony Khan, I guess, deciding to be a leader, decided to fire announcer Kevin Kelly. Now, Kevin Kelly, well, I'll read it straight from here. If you don't know, he's been with Collision for a while. Kevin Kelly, who is a part of the AEW Collision commentary team since the launch of the show last summer, has been fired by AEW, according to PW Torch. Kelly was removed from AEW roster page earlier today. AEW taped Collision tonight, and Fightful reported that the announced team for Collision was Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness, with Kelly nowhere to be seen during the taping. Kelly's post on social media last week cost him his job, according to PW Torch sources. Kelly gained a lot of attention when he went on Twitter X. Is that what we're calling it, Twitter X? Okay. So it's like Malcolm X, but Twitter X? Okay. He went on Twitter X last weekend and accused ROH announcer Ian Riccaboni of sabotaging his career and of libel. I wonder if he's going to actually take that to court. He said, in quote, when you go out of your way to intentionally mischaracterize my raising awareness of the global horrors of child trafficking to a fringe conspiracy theory that everyone knows is bullshit in order to hurt my career and standing in the industry, that at the very least is libelous. It's a new word. I just learned a new word. I didn't know libelous was a word. Thought liable was a word. Okay, but anyways, we get what he's saying. Now, if you don't know, Ian Riccaboni, another great announcer in his own right, he probably should be doing an AEW show permanently, but Kevin Kelly didn't like the guy, so he didn't really want him around. So they had their issues already. Now, Kevin Kelly went on a whole rant on social media about child predators and the whole, what was that movie called? I forgot the name of the movie, but he started talking about this movie, which was basically talking about all the stuff going on in Hollywood and music industry, all these different things and how they messing around with kids and all this crazy stuff. He went on a whole tirade, and Ian basically was like, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, blah blah blah," and basically making him look stupid, trying to make him look foolish for believing that stuff. Anybody heard about Diddy? I'm just wondering, has anybody been keeping up with the whole Diddy? It's a gross industry. It's a disgusting industry. If you believe that stuff is conspiracy, then, I mean, okay, I'm just going to, I don't know anything for a fact. I'm just going to say the likelihood of the things in that movie being true are very high. It's off of nothing but what I've seen and heard and kind of just witnessed myself. I don't know these things for a fact, but those industries are disgusting. You know what I mean? You get into nitty gritty, and I could tell you some stories. Y'all know I used to be in the music industry. I could tell you some stories. Like, one of the reasons I pulled back from music is because I love God. And it was just, the farther you got into it, the dirtier it got. And you was like, oh, y'all really weird over here. So this stuff really be happening. Why are you talking to me like, nah, what do y'all think this is? I don't need your money. I'm out of here. I could tell y'all some stories. I mean, especially being in LA for 3+ years. So I'm I'm Kelly on this one. Like he's making some points, and Twitter is the place where people go and rant all their feelings about different social issues and things going on. I don't think he should have been fired for that. I don't think he. So if someone watched that movie and they believe that it was legitimate and they start talking about those things, you're gonna fire. What does one thing have to do with the other? I just don't understand. Like, why would he fire him because he believes some sort of stuff is happening in a completely different industry? It looks a little suspect. Anybody else think that? It just looks a little suspect. Dude brings up, weirdos playing with kids on the internet. First thing you do is fire them. Why? Why? Anybody saying Tony Khan's wife? Hold on, let me look her up. Let me look her up. Give me 1 second here. Tony Khan's wife. Oh, nope, that's his sister. Let's see. Tony Khan's wife. Nope, that's his sister and his dad. Tony Khan's wife. Say hi to Tony Khan's. Nope, that's not his wife. So does Tony Khan have a wife? I really need to know this right now. I really need to know. Does Tony Khan have a wife? Oh, it's like the first question that pops up when you type in "Does Tony Khan have a wife?" is the first thing. I can't even show y'all this. It's the first thing up there. Oh yes, I can. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm not lying. Oh. It's the first thing that pops up. A lot of people want to know if Tony Khan has a wife. Let's see here. Does Tony Khan have a wife? Okay, no, he doesn't have a wife. I'm gonna just go with no. There's no images. Tony, a bunch of pictures with his sister. He has some pictures with Britt Baker. That is his sister, not his wife. Don't be confused. That's Brandy Rhodes. That's not his wife. Don't be confused. Tony Khan out here single and firing people for defending children. I am suspicious now. That's all I'm saying. I am suspicious now. Wouldn't you be? If someone was bringing up these things on the internet and then all of a sudden they got fired from their job, wouldn't you be suspicious of the person that fired them? Who's Tony defending? Why doesn't Tony want these conspiracies talked about? Or conspiracies, because I'm not even sure they're actual conspiracies. I guess anything without proof is technically a conspiracy, but we have a little bit of proof. There's people in jail right now. I'm not even going to mention his name, but we know, and he has a list of names, and there's a lot of controversy over that list of names, and they're not coming out, and all these different things. Come on now. There's some very powerful people that's been in these circles, been accused of being in these circles. So Tony Khan is a billionaire. He's in these circles. His father is a billionaire. He's in these circles. All these people billionaires know each other. They know the other billionaires. Believe me. You know what I mean? So it's just a little weird. It's just a little weird. You know what I mean? It's just a little weird. And Gruss, I wouldn't doubt it. He looks like the type. Not that anything's wrong with that if that's how you swing. I don't care personally, but he definitely looks like the type. So, you know what I mean? This is weird, man. Shout out to Kevin Kelly. I think he may land on his feet. I think he'd be a great pickup for WWE. He'd go back to New Japan and do his thing over there. But I think he'd be a great fit for WWE. He'd be a great fit at NXT. Even though they obviously have their team over there with Booker T, I think Kevin Kelly is 1,000 times better than Booker T. I mean, let's just be clear. But, he's a play-by-play guy, and Booker T's a color guy. So, I'm not sure how that would work. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they'll do Booker T and Kevin Kelly. And I don't want to. Who's the other commentator at NXT? Is it Vic Joseph? I'm not sure. I don't watch NXT as much anymore. I think it's Vic Joseph and Booker T down there. I could be wrong. Somebody let me know who commentates for NXT on a regular. But yeah, it's just a little weird, man. A little weird, Tony, that you fired somebody for having that type of discussion when they were doing so good at their job. There's no other reason to get rid of them. It's obvious that his Twitter tirade or his Twitter rant about protecting babies you didn't like, which is suspicious, to say the least. So I'm just going to leave that there. You guys can make your own assumptions and figure out what you think about the story, but I just think it's a little suspicious. Let's see what else we got. What else happened in news this week? What else happened in the news this week? I think that might be about it that happened in the news, guys. I think that might be about it. So cool, man. I got it. Shoot, the baby's still asleep. I got a little bit more time. I'm gonna take a 3-minute break, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna stream for another hour, man. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna watch some videos. Yo, Gruss. Why is Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul? Why is that happening, bro? Why is that happening? Somebody tell. All right, we're gonna take a 3-minute break, guys, and then we'll be right back. We're gonna talk about Logan Paul or Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, and we're gonna watch some. We're gonna watch some videos, man, and do some reaction videos live right here on the Mr. HD show. So we'll be right back. You guys enjoy the tunes, and yeah, see you in a second.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. I'm the man. I'm the man. Woo! Woo! To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. I'm the man. Woo!
All right, we back. All right, guys. What we gonna watch first? Let's see what we gonna watch first. Let's find something good on YouTube real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I don't know why I'm showing you guys myself. It's like the Matrix. Look at it. It's 6 of me. Look, it's gonna keep popping up because it's like the infinite. This is hilarious. All right. Okay. So let's see what we gonna watch. There's a Sammy Guevara update. We talked about all that stuff. Hold on, let's go and check out. I know the homie Venom dropped some new stuff. Let's see what Venom Wrestling dropped. Oh, hold on, we gotta watch that first. Hold on. Hold on. I just gotta see this real quick. Hold on. This is he's trying.
Between a man and his pup is a very unique and special one.
That's The Rock talking about his dog, Hobbs, who does what he wants.
Watch this. Come on.
The Rock is definitely having trouble training the pup. A few days ago, this happened.
Then we gotta go, buddy. Let's roll.
But who could be mad at that adorable face?
What the fuck? That wasn't it. Hold on. That couldn't be it. Oh, man, I don't know where it is. What do I look up? I don't know what to look up. Hold on. The Rock kills his... Hold on. I can't find it. You got to find me the video, man. Put the link in the chat or something. Oh, man. All right, let's see what Venom talking about. I know he dropped some new content. Let's see. When when fans made WWE wrestlers angry. Is that the most recent one? No, that's not the most recent one. Let's see. What's the most recent one? Top 50 shocking moments. The 60 most savage. We seen that one, I think. Give me some good video ideas. What you guys want to watch, man? I don't want to watch nothing that I've already watched. Oh, you guys want to do some stash club? Let's go. That's what I want to do. That's fun. And my son gonna wake up soon, so this will be more fun. Hold on. Let's see. Why'd I go off YouTube? All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Let's see what Stash Club got popping. Their games are fun, man. I enjoyed doing this with you guys last time. Hold on, let's see. Guess the wrestler by their real name. Oh, this looks like, this just dropped too. Perfect.
Luke eating good? No, Luke eat well. Welcome back to Stash Club Wrestling. My name is John.
My name is Dante.
Today we are doing part 3, maybe 4, of Guess the Wrestler by Their Real Name.
Oh, shit.
It's a popular series. It's
I don't know why.
It's one of the hardest. It's one of the hardest. I don't know their real names.
Like it,
Right,
we'll
I
keep
feel
doing
I'm
it.
gonna fail
Quick
at
little
this.
announcement before we get started. Let me move this to the other shoulder
Yeah,
here.
show it off.
We got some new merch dropping. There'll be a picture of the belt. Rewind. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm already turning, I'm already-
March 14th.
Sweet merch.
Shop.clutchpoints.com.
I like
3 p.m.
that.
Pacific
That's
time,
dope.
6
It's a
p.m.
dope hoodie.
Eastern. Limited supply. We got this hoodie. We got this beanie. Really nice beanie. Both high quality. So yeah.
That's an
Get your
alright
hands on. Yep. Before we get started, so who is this from?
This is from Jordan.
Jordan, thank you for the quiz. I'm ready to put this SCW championship on the
I need to
line.
get my hands back on that belt, especially after
right,
last
bet,
week's
Gross.
quizzes.
And good luck. Everyone subscribe.
too.
Everyone do the whole thing. So here's some of these real names.
All right, number 1, Alan Neil Jones.
This one sounds this sounds familiar to me.
Alan
think-
Jones?
That's AJ Styles. That's
Keep
AJ
saying it,
Styles.
keep saying it.
AJ Styles.
Neil Jones?
No, forget the Neil.
AJ
Forget the
Styles.
Neil.
Neil Jones.
Don't
Alan
give it
Jones.
away.
Keep
It's
saying it.
AJ
You'll get it.
Styles, dummy.
You keep saying it, you'll get it. And I'm not even
AJ.
like joking. I'm like not even being
AJ. His last
Is
name
this
is Jones.
WWE or
That's why
all
I do know
Great
AJ
question.
Styles' last name
it
is
does not
Jones.
say.
Oh, fuck.
We'll find out.
This
Yeah,
is
and I do not know.
Alan Jones.
I'm gonna write it
You're
down.
so
just
close.
so
You're right
y'all know
there.
I ain't cheating.
You're saying it, actually, so.
You are. It's AJ
Alan
Styles, buddy.
Jones. I have no fucking clue. This is my kryptonite.
You're
These
stupid.
quizzes are just.
This is my kryptonite.
This is awful. Alan Jones.
You're
It's AJ Styles.
I don't know
man.
if you
you
guys
just gotta hump. You gotta hop the fence. You gotta hump the fence.
Stop giving him the answer. Don't you
I have
want to
no
win?
clue.
3, 2, 1.
Austin Theory?
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Alan
Dummy.
Jones.
Oh.
I was
AJ.
trying.
Alan Jones.
I didn't know
Couldn't
what you were
figure that out.
talking about.
I know you didn't. Clearly, I was
Guys
trying to
need
help.
that break.
And I think that might be the unless there's like obvious ones. That might be the only piece together one I'm gonna get. You know what I mean?
Fuck this quiz.
Seems like a good
He said, "Fuck this
Number 2,
quiz."
Kevin Kesser.
Kesser. How do you spell Kesser?
Kesar.
Is that Kevin Owens?
Kesar.
Or is his real
So
name
Kassar?
Sting?
That's familiar.
His
Maybe.
real name is
Kevin
Sting,
Kassar.
isn't it?
Kassar.
This is a dumb
Kassar,
guess.
dude.
I
Kevin
think-
Kassar, dude.
Oh,
How
I
do you spell
think
Kesar again?
Kasar.
Kevin
Kesar.
Kassar.
Sorry.
Ludwig. Oh, I said the person I'm guessing.
No, I was about to write him down. I swear.
because Kaiser sounds like
I swear to
Kassar.
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does.
Flip it.
Okay.
Sound like
Three, two, one.
Ludwig.
Is it Ludwig Kaiser?
No.
yeah, I was
It's
like
Karen Cross.
Oh, I almost because the two
KK.
K's.
Yeah,
Karrion
two
Cross,
Ks, yeah.
Kevin
KK.
Yeah, no, I was about to write him
all
down.
right, all right.
Kaiser.
I was like, it's close enough.
But there's
right?
no way his real name
No,
is Kevin.
no. It does not look like a Kevin at all.
No.
We
it
should have got
doesn't.
Karrion. Well, I don't know. All right,
I
next
wouldn't
one.
have. Maybe you, not me.
Number 3, Christopher Lindsay.
Chris Lynn.
I know
Who
this.
looks like
Oh
Chris
my God!
Lindsay?
Somebody.
Some
I
of these are
know
sounding
this.
familiar.
It's
this
a
guy
small
seems like a
wrestler.
Lindsay. And he looks like a Chris.
Oh,
This
I
guy
know
looks
who
like a
this
Chris.
is. I
Like,
know
okay.
who this
Yeah.
is.
Don't think about that too much.
This
I-
is
no,
Big
I'm not.
E. No,
I'm
his
not.
name is.
Christopher
He
Lindsay.
got an African.
Ask me a question. Go ahead. Ask me a question about it.
Who is
no,
it?
this is.
Ask me a yes or no question.
No.
Oh
I don't know.
my
what
It's a
that
hint.
is.
It's a
I
hint.
know
Keep going.
this.
Ask me anything. Ask me anything. Ask me anything where the answer's going to be yes.
Will you tell me the answer?
Yeah.
I'm so stumped right now.
That's who I
feel
put.
like I know this, bro. Oh my
That really
God.
That's what I put.
This is the
Let me
toughest
something
test they've
different.
done.
Hold on. This is hard. It's hard coming up with people.
Especially when it's just a real name that could have no correlation.
Yeah.
So there's
Fuck it.
nothing
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean?
This one's one of those where it's like,
3, 2, 1.
Ricochet.
Yeah, LA Knight.
it is Roderick Strong.
Oh, so we are a gang. Oh, you got shit in me.
I don't know why I was confident in LA
Okay,
Knight.
so
I
now
don't
we're
know
going
why.
AEW wrestlers
Roderick
too.
Strong.
Okay.
Yeah. Who
Who the
knows?
hell knows
thinking
Roderick
Does look like a
WWE
Chris
real
though.
name.
Does look like a Chris.
LA
I
Knight
think
is
LA Knight looks like a
bastard.
Chris, but I think Roderick looks like a Chris as well.
This totally gives Chris vibes. Okay, number 4, New Fallout Joel Sanoa.
Oh, that's
Sanoa?
I don't even know what she said.
Me.
I'm gonna go with Solo.
First name
Yep.
Nuufa.
Folau. Middle name Joel, and then Sanoa. Seanoa.
He got a straight American middle name.
I'm not even gonna.
I have no clue.
No,
Solo
that's not his
Sikoa.
name.
Did you crack at the first name again?
Yes.
Nufolo.
Someone's throwing me for a loop. I don't know. I just gotta guess.
Samoa? Is the last name Samoa?
Sanoa.
I put down a Samoan. I'll tell you that.
I know, same here. I
That's
put
what
Solo
usually
Sikoa.
did. I
That's who I
erased it.
got.
I'm gonna go back to that.
3, 2, 1. Solo. Also put Solo.
Samoa Joe.
No, you fucking kidding me? Oh,
All right, I got to get off the
Arguably the
WWE
Samoan.
thing. I got to get off the
first name.
WWE
son of a
thing.
bitch.
And then Joel.
Oh,
That's where it gets it
I didn't
from.
even.
Joel.
Oh.
Maybe?
Oh,
I
his
don't know.
name is
This is a
Joe
fucking crap
Sikoa.
scene.
Come on,
How many
man.
other 15? There can't be
Come
more than
on.
15.
We could be putting that car in reverse to.
It was
I won't
right
put it
in
on
the
you, but
name,
zero. We've never
too.
been to Zero Town
I
before.
don't
We've
think
been
there's
close.
even drive
WWE
options in
and
that car right
AEW.
now. I think
I
they
gotta
took
remember both.
the gas out of the car. It's just the brake.
Number 5, Dylan Postal.
Oh, I
Dylan
feel like
Postal.
I
I've heard
know
of
this
before.
name
Post
too.
Malone.
I've heard
Postal's
this name
interesting last
too.
name. I never heard that.
Interesting
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
name.
Definitely
Postl.
heard
Oh,
this name.
POSTL.
Oh, there's no A
Postal.
in. Oh, wow.
No
Oh,
way.
fuck.
Oh
this
my
Copyright by
God.
copyright from the USPS.
must be the postal service.
POSTL.
Yeah,
So
whoa, That's
frustrating.
gotta be something.
And what was his first name?
Postal.
Dylan.
How do you
Is
spell
that
Dylan?
Dillon?
Dylan.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, not at all how I thought.
Yeah,
Every way
right?
about spelling this, I thought was different. That's how Dylan Sprouse spells his name.
So true.
Damian
See,
Priest.
I was like
His
Dillon
name ain't-
Postal. Thought I had something.
Right, yeah. This
A
is
Y and a no A.
Where's this guy from?
I'ma go with Damian Priest.
Postal. It might be Postal. Dylan Postal.
Could be
Now I'm
Postal.
fucked because now I gotta start
Is
thinking
that a Spanish
AEW,
last
which is
name, a
just
Latino
not-
last
out
name?
the way.
Which is
Postal?
I
just
don't know,
not
yeah.
like.
Dylan Postal. Who looks like a Dylan? Not a lot of wrestlers named Dylan, huh?
Not really, no.
Dylan Postal.
I'm not
Dylan
looking up
Imposter.
I'm
Among
not
Us.
cheating.
Among Us.
I have no clue.
Among Us.
Name
You ever hear a little
origin.
kid say Among Us? They go Among Us.
Among Us.
It's a German
I
name.
go, Obama.
Okay, so a German.
What?
That's
What
I'm
kids
gonna
are
go with
talking
Gunther.
about Obama?
I'm
I
gonna go
don't
with
know. Little
Gunther.
kids just say it. They go,
I don't know why
Obama.
That's all these kids
Gunther
talk
even
about
German.
nowadays is Among Us and Obama.
They do. There's like a bunch of videos on TikTok where kids are in like VR Among
a
Us, and they just
German
they
name.
run around going Among Us, and then they go
Among Us.
Obama.
It's a German
cute as
name.
fuck.
I'm gonna go with Gunther.
VR Among Us.
Yeah.
Okay, Dylan
Giovanni
Post. You got
Vinci
something
is
I
German.
do, but it's not right.
for D-Post? Let me go with this person. 3, 2, 1.
I said
Gunther?
Waller.
No shot. You said Grayson Waller. You said Grayson Waller.
It's Hornswoggle.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all, I quit. Y'all dumb. Y'all dumb as hell.
We're all over the
Don't
map
know
here.
what to even
He's
think.
not even
Like,
a-
what am I thinking of?
He's not even
So
an
it's
active
AEW,
wrestler, bruh.
WWE, and doesn't even need to be current WWE. Could be wow.
Oh my God. Who came up with this
It
test?
is insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
block
I don't
this
know.
person
I was
from your
thinking a
Twitter.
guy,
Non-American.
a guy that I didn't know who his name was. It's Grayson. Okay,
Could have been Dylan, honestly.
seemed like a Dylan.
Number 6, Bronson Rex Steiner.
I'm gonna say Bronson Reed. If it's not Bronson Reed,
I hate
Bron-
the one I
there's
knew.
a Bronson
John
R.
Wilson, was it?
If it's not
Really wanted to
Bronson
put Bronson
Reed,
Reed. I'll tell you that.
You'd think.
Priest
yeah,
is
that's
Martinez.
first.
That's his
Priest
real
like
last name.
Braun
Okay.
Breaker.
Correct.
Oh, it's
Steiner.
Braun
Braun
Breaker.
Steiner has such, I think, a cooler
Damn
ring
it.
to it.
It's a
but, like,
Bronson
Steiner.
Reed.
I get like wanting
Steiner.
to separate
Separate
yourself. But like,
Steiner.
Braun Breaker's
Rex
still
Steiner.
cool.
No, it is.
Braun
Of course it's
Steiner
not
feels
Bronson
cool.
Reed.
It's
That
Rex
feels legit.
Steiner.
That's
Huh?
legit.
Rex Steiner.
Rex Steiner? What are
Yeah,
you saying?
is his last name. Rex
That
Steiner.
was
Like
his
one word?
name.
Yeah.
His-
Oh.
Rex Steiner.
Oh,
so they must-
Maybe
they
that's
must-
like, maybe that's their actual
They must have cut off the first part. That's interesting because like
Yeah.
there's a wrestling family he's a part of called
Oh.
the Steiners.
Oh.
Oh, that's why I was confused because Rex Steiner was his first kayfabe name, right? They just called him Rex Steiner, but that wasn't his actual name. I don't know why I thought that was his actual name because they were calling him Steiner. I don't know why they ever changed it, but I'm so used to Braun Breaker now it don't even matter.
So they must that. Oh wow, that's interesting.
Learn something new. Learn something new every question.
Literally
Wow.
every question.
All right, Zero Town. Bye
Bye.
bye.
In the rearview mirror.
Bye-bye.
In the rearview mirror.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we finally found that gas pedal. It was hidden. It was in the trunk. I had to pull it out.
Number 7, Jessica Woynilko.
Oh,
All right, what we got for a spelling there?
Woynilko.
Jessica.
Jessica.
Jess Woynilko.
Where is that from? That name.
Jessica.
This one, these quizzes always show our lack of like
Education.
education.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
going like 'cause
Culture.
it's-
No, it
Cultural
doesn't.
cultural
No one knows
education
their
is
real
like,
names.
that
You're a
could be like
stalker
a
if you
Polish
know
name.
all
That's
these
Italian.
people's
Yeah,
real
it's
names.
different things
There are
like
people
that.
that hear
Someone
last
needs to
names
call
like,
the FBI on
oh,
your
Swedish.
ass. That's
Yeah,
all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
have
The only
Repeat that again. If you know all of these people's real government names, I'm calling the FBI. I'm like, we have a stalker problem. You are crazy.
one I know is like Italian and then like Polish because Polish is like SKI.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
we have all the
So,
skis.
Like other than that, I really don't
I have
have
no
Woynilko.
Woynilko. Jessica
I'm gonna go
Woynilko.
with.
She's gonna be blonde too. I didn't put a blonde, but Jessica's a blonde girl name for sure. 3, 2, 1.
I said Billy Kay.
Said Mickey James.
Tiffany Stratton.
I was
Blonde. I knew it. I
Oh
knew
my
it.
God! I was gonna say.
Character.
Who am I saying?
She doesn't look like a Jessica.
I could see a Jessica.
I can
Oh
actually
my
see Jessica for
God.
sure. The blonde.
I
don't think I know
swear
a
on
blonde Jessica.
everything
Yeah,
I
that's what
love,
I'm
I
saying.
was
I'm
about
trying
to
to- like,
say
all the
Tiffany
Jessicas I know aren't
Stratton.
blonde.
I don't
They're
know,
brunettes or
my
black.
mouth
Written name
broke or
3.
something. I couldn't even get the words out. But I was gonna
Doesn't
say
even have
it,
a
and I
name.
just froze.
Doesn't.
And then
Got a
he
thing for
said it.
Jessica's,
I'm
huh?
so
That
mad
Pete.
at myself.
Hey, that guy.
Wow.
Pete.
Number 8, April Mendez.
I would have looked so smart.
Oh wait, got
Damn
it. It's
That's Rosa
yeah,
Mendez.
Has to be.
I'ma just
Fuck,
guess.
the
I
ones
don't
I
know.
know.
Well, I mean, this one, her last name is the same.
Rosa Mendez.
Wait, what's the name?
Wait
again?
a minute.
What's the name again?
Wait
What's
a
the name
minute.
again?
Oh no,
April
that's
Mendez.
AJ. That's
Oh,
AJ Lee.
wait a minute.
I'm tripping. AJ Lee's last name is
Okay.
Mendez.
No,
No,
CM
you're probably right.
Punk's
Don't
wife.
over.
I
No,
know,
you should
I
know
know
overthink.
this
No, no,
one.
no, no. You're
Don't
probably
overthink
right.
it.
Am I thinking of a
That's
wrestler?
AJ.
I'm
No.
not even. Wait a minute.
She's
not
I
not
know.
even
jumped the
an
gun on
actor.
it, but like, all right.
That's-
hold on.
April Mendez.
Yes,
April.
that's
April
AJ.
sounds familiar. No,
her-
I think you're
yeah,
gonna.
her real name's not AJ Lee. It's
I'm gonna
AJ
be
Mendez.
so mad if it's
I think I'm writing down an actress. I don't.
No, she's
Wait a
it's
minute.
AJ Lee.
if it's the
bro.
person I rate. I'm gonna be.
It's AJ
very
Lee.
upset.
I feel
I
stupid.
feel. I think this is a safe
April
answer,
Mendez.
but if it is, I don't know. I
KGM,
think
what's
it might
up,
be
my
the other
dog?
person. All right,
I don't know, man.
I'm going with my gut. For the love of God, I pray it's this person.
3, 2, 1.
AJ Lee.
Is
AJ
Eva
Lee.
Mendez an actress
Eva
or a
Marie,
wrestler?
were you thinking of?
No,
She's
it's
an
not
actress,
Mendez.
yeah.
Oh, so she's an
She's
actress.
She's an actress.
Oops.
Yes, it is AJ Lee.
yeah,
I knew it.
Nice. No, I'm so. I knew you had. Yeah.
Because I changed it to Rosa Mendez because she was like a manager. for a
Oh,
while.
maybe that's what I was thinking of. Who's
Eva Marie.
Who's
She had the
Eva?
red hair.
No, I know who Eva Marie is. Who's Eva
Hey.
Mendez?
Yeah, I mean,
Look
you know.
who showed
Is
up,
she
guys.
the?
Wasn't she married to Isn't she married to Ryan Gosling? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, is she married to
yeah.
Ryan
Daddy
Gosling?
wake you
They were
up?
in a movie together. I know.
Oh,
Daddy
I know
was
who she
being
is.
loud.
Yeah, I can
Yes,
tell you
that's
what
Ryan
she's been
Gosling's
in,
wife.
but-
Yeah. She's also
Say hi,
Will
guys.
Ferrell's wife and the other guy.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes, yes.
God, so funny.
No.
Good
Thank
pull.
you.
I
Just
just
woke
a lot
up,
better
yo.
pull than I did. I just put an actress. I didn't even put a
We got
wrestler.
AJ Lee and AJ
All right,
Styles.
okay, next
The
one.
AJs are the only
Number
two that I
9,
got. so
William
far.
Morrissey.
Oh,
Oh my God, we
that's
had this
dude
one,
in,
and
AEW.
William Morrissey is this person. I think.
Soft. What's
Wait,
his
one.
name?
Big Bill.
Yeah,
Correct.
Big Bill.
Yeah.
I remember Morrissey.
That was
I
easy.
remember because I think he used to go by.
He
his
was
full
Will
name
Morrissey.
for a
That was
little
his
bit.
actual
maybe Bill
wrestling
maybe
name.
on the indies or
something
something.
Big Bill
That's why
Morrissey,
that was
whatever.
easy.
All right,
Yeah.
3-3.
On the upswing. More points than I thought we'd get.
Oh my God, you're telling me.
Number 10, Samuel Ratch.
Samuel
Ratch.
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 Give me a spelling on rat.
R-A-T-S-C-H.
Where you going? Play with toys?
Ooh.
Ratisish.
Ratch.
Samuel.
Again, I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm like looking at it, thinking that's gonna come to
gonna
me,
play it.
but
I think I know this. Oh no, this isn't.
I have no idea who.
Same
Sami
name.
Zayn?
Yeah.
yeah, I know for a fact
We
that's
got
his
it.
last name. Yeah.
His first name's like spoiler if it comes up. It's like Remy or something.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah.
Sami Zayn?
Or his last name's Remy. I don't know.
Samuel Ratch. Sam. I am.
Be honest, kind of same thing with the last one. I'm not sure if this person's a wrestler or an actor.
Sammy's-
3, 2, 1.
Oh wow.
Vin Diesel? Is he?
Darby Allin.
Oh.
Never even crossed.
We
my
should.
What? Vin Diesel? Oh, cool. Vin Diesel? Really? That's who you, does he wrestle? Isn't the show, guess the wrestler by their real name? Vin, has somebody let me know if I'm missing something? Did Vin Diesel make an appearance in WWE or AEW that I don't know about? Huh? You going in your room? No. In daddy room? No. Okay. In the room. Linux room? Yes. Okay. You want me to turn it on? Yes. Okay. Alexa, turn the baby room on. Sorry, guys. I'm distracted by the cuteness right now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but that was, I mean, Vin Diesel. All right, then.
Should play that game though, wrestler or actor.
Wrestler or actor?
Yeah, right. Just do wrestler or actor. That was so weird.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
I don't know. He was tall. Could have been like a great
Imagine
colleague.
Tim
Cute.
Robbins.
He's a big boy.
Who is? Who's
Vince
tall?
Vaughn.
He's
Oh,
like,
he's
he's
Denzel
like
Washington.
6'7".
Wow.
What
Yeah,
are you
he's
doing,
massive.
bro?
Let's see.
I'm
He's
gonna
actually
say.
like 6'2" or something like that.
6'5".
6'. That's
I was
still
gonna
tall.
guess 6'5". Point for
Good
me.
guess.
I gotta stop guessing actors. I gotta stop guessing
Right.
actors.
How did you get on the
Kaneko or Rai.
All right.
I got that. I nailed that.
Kaneko, Uri?
K-A-N-A-K-O.
Io
U-R-A-I.
Shirai?
Just gotta
I
guess
don't know.
here.
It just
I'm
rhymed
just
a
looking at
little
this,
bit. I
hoping
don't know.
something's gonna come to me.
Uri. Urai. Is that what it was? Uri. I honestly just put a name that I thought would kind of sound similar-ish. 3, 2, 1.
Dakota Kai.
I put Io
Yes, it
Sky
does,
because she used to go by
Gruss. It
Io
does.
Shirai.
Hey, Gruss, when you said that, I started watching more videos of this, and you were right. These guys, they don't know as much as I thought they knew. It's just-
It is.
Probably not the way to think of it.
No, I like that, but it was wrong. Unfortunately, it's Asuka.
Oh
Wow. We all put.
damage control.
Oh,
Oh
it's
god
Asuka. I
damn
said
it.
Io Shirai. I was close.
Luke Eatwell.
Okay.
Want me to spell that?
Yeah, please.
Actually,
Eatwell?
Eat well.
Oh, I thought you said
Eatwell.
What's the first name?
Luke.
Luke
Eatwell.
Eatwell. That sounds like a fake name. Eatwell.
Doesn't
Daddy,
so,
come
on.
sound real at all.
Luke
You want
Eatwell.
to take a guess on how I'm basing this
Daddy,
guess?
come play.
Guy that eats a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I am thinking of big boys.
Luke
eating
eat
good.
well.
I've been eating well.
That's a messed up
Awful lot of
last
food
name.
there, Luke, huh? Oh, I'm eating well. Salad for dinner. Luke.
You eating good? Nah, I'm eating well.
Nah, I'm Luke Eat well. Luke eating good? No, Luke Eat well.
Luke eat well. Yo, he's stupid.
no.
Luke eating good? No, Luke eat well.
No, Luke Eat well. Good to meet you. Oh, man.
So stupid.
Oh, salad for dinner. I'm looking for Luke Eat bad. I must be the wrong guys. Luke Eat well. I got a salad for dinner.
Got someone?
Have you met my brother? Kyle Drink bad.
Drink.
Yo, you are corny.
I put someone down named Luke.
I have
3-1.
no idea.
Luke Harper.
Zach Saber.
Come on.
Junior,
We're not even
huh?
fucking
Get outta
talking
here.
about.
Now we going to New Japan.
What am I gonna
Can
be
we,
thinking of
like
right
pick
now?
a brand?
Never in a billion years
to
would I
make
put
this
Zach
easier?
Saber Jr.
That
Not
would make
even
this
entertained the
1,000
thought of it.
times easier if they just pick
Eduardo
a company.
Moore.
Eduardo Moore.
Eduardo Moore.
Moore.
Uh-huh.
Eduardo
That is,
Moore.
Eduardo.
Moore?
Eduardo.
Eduardo Moore.
Eduardo.
Eduardo Moore.
Is there Eddie?
Eduardo
That's
Moore?
Eddie Kingston.
No, no,
Eddie
we're not going back
Kingston.
into that bit.
Is Eddie Kingston?
How do you spell
his
more
real name?
then?
Moore.
Oh.
Don't say
Eduardo
it.
Moore?
Whatever you're gonna say.
Oh man.
He looks like a
I don't
Moore
fucking
though.
know.
This is
So
my
I'm
boy
gonna go
Luke
with Eddie
Eatwell,
Kingston.
but a little bit more, something like that.
There's something there.
Something there. I don't know.
Something.
I'm
3-2-1.
sorry, I ain't even
Shannon
got
Moore.
the thing
Eddie
on the
Kingston.
screen.
Oh,
I got it right.
Eddie Eduardo.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh, and I wasn't even
Yes.
thinking. I wasn't even
I got it
thinking
right.
that.
Holy
14.
crap.
Jordan Devlin.
Jordan Devlin. His name is
Jordan
Jordan.
Devlin.
No,
Please
it's
don't get this right.
the little dude in
God.
in,
Pretty much
JD
in
McDonough?
JD McDonough.
McDonough. I was like the little dude. I was trying to think.
I
of
always
his
spell
group
McDonough
name.
wrong
I knew
Yeah, I would
that.
think that was spelled right. JD
He used to go by Jordan
All right,
Devlin.
this is the last one.
So that wasn't hard.
I'm proposing a gentleman's.
You want to do gentlemen?
I'm proposing a straight up gentleman's.
I think this quiz warrants a
I
gentleman.
think this warrants a gentleman's.
All right, winner take
4-4,
all.
winner take all.
All right,
Here we go,
so-
Dante.
Yeah,
Good luck.
yeah.
First gentleman's. First on purpose gentleman's in a
This
while.
is very like if there's a gentleman's, this is
All
it
right,
here.
let's see.
What do we got?
All
I think
we
I'm beating
have
both of them.
Thea Trinidad Budgeon.
That's Naomi, stupid.
Say it one more time for me.
Thea Trinidad Budgeon.
Thea
Is it
Trinidad
Nate?
Budgeon. I spell
No,
Budgeon?
it's not.
Budgen.
That's is that Nia
Right.
Jax?
The ain't budging.
Oh my god.
Oh my
to get
God,
him
I'm so mad at myself because I know this. It's either Trinity or Nia
That was
Jax.
pretty good.
on,
That was
Budgeon.
pretty good.
All right, repeat that. Thea.
No,
Oh,
I don't
man.
want to
No,
say
what's
it
the middle
again.
name? What's the middle name?
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Everything about my answer is
It's
from the
in
name
Trinity.
Trinidad.
Right.
Because I think I know.
Nicki Minaj.
Because I think I know whose name is Trinidad from my years of Total Divas consumption. Oh, you,
Yep.
I never watched Girl Divas.
I don't know. Either.
you should have. It was pretty good. They should bring it
I
back.
love good reality, shitty reality.
That's like what it
I
was. It was
love
just like so obviously
I still
scripted.
gotta
Thea
send you Love
Trinidad
Island
Budget.
All-Stars.
See, I know people are into
Naomi
that.
there?
I'm not that into
It's
that.
not
yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
so
I
bad, but
wouldn't
they're
watch
like
it
all
again,
British
yeah.
accents. It's so entertaining. It's like you can't even understand. Sometimes
Naya's
it's hard to, like,
last name
understand
is
'cause it
something
hot-
else.
It's just ridiculous.
All right, I got
You got one?
an answer. I'm not gonna get another answer.
I don't think we put the same person, which
I'm
is
going with
good,
Naomi.
but we'll see. I think I know who you put, but
I think I fell for the
didn't
trick.
put for. Well, I don't know if mine's right or not. We'll see.
Dante, good luck
Yeah.
on a gentleman's winner take
Oh,
all.
man.
3, 2, 1.
Zelina Vega.
Naomi.
Zelina Vega. It's Zelina
Zelina
Vega.
is correct.
Damn it. I knew it.
It's Trinity. I know why you thought Naomi, and I also
name's
thought Naomi.
Trinidad, right?
As
She
soon
goes by
as I
Trin.
wrote- So as soon as I wrote down the league, I
Zelina.
thought like it could be
Zelina
her or
Vega.
whatever. But
I knew
Wow.
I just
On the
knew.
gentlemen's,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thea.
Thank you for watching.
I was
New
trying to
champ
think of
off of
whose name was
Gentlemen's.
Thea.
March 14th. New merch.
video,
These
guys. That
hoodies,
was
these
tough.
beanies. You see the thing on the back. You know it. They're coming.
That was tough. That was tough. That was tough. That was a good one, though. That was a good one. What's up, buddy? You want to say hi to the guys? No? You want to say hi today? All right, all right. All right, guys. The kid's awake, so I'm going to actually get up out of here a little early. Probably be back tomorrow or maybe late tonight. I'll do a double stream today, but I'm going to go be a dad because it's my favorite thing to do. Ain't that right, buddy? Huh? Ain't that right? Yeah. You want to hang out with Dad? Yeah, okay. Whatever he says goes. So I appreciate you guys hanging out as always, man. Look out for the clips from the live stream showing up a little bit. Yeah, man. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys coming through as always. Wild Nation in the building. Gruss, KGM, Dave, everybody that came through, man. I appreciate y'all. And y'all got to remind me, don't let me forget to give my man Nigel his blue wrench, man. You know what I mean? Long-time supporter. My man deserves his blue wrench. I got to give him his blue wrench, man. So I'm going to try to remember to do that today. But shout out to all of y'all, man, for showing love, coming through, hanging out for this past hour, man. Until the next time, which will be very soon. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.